Well, hello there, and this is Auntie, and I am here to do my review of the 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 3, Episode 1. Welcome to Rehab. Oh my God, are y'all as excited as I am? Let's get it, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that everybody needs.
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties and ways. Are you okay?
Are you okay? Hi, everybody. Oh my God. Welcome back, everybody. And this is Auntie. If this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for joining the family. To all of my nieces and nephews and members who have been here with Auntie for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. As you all can tell, I am so excited that the 1,000 Pound Sister, Tammy and Amy Slayton, are back on our television. Y'all just don't know. I have been waiting for these women, okay? Hi, everybody. Oh, let me turn on the comments. Oh, it's a super chat. Thank you so much, Beverly Conley, for the $9.99 super chat. Have been waiting for this one. Get them, Auntie. Okay, we're gonna have fun getting them. If I had to rate this episode of the 1,000 Pound Sisters, Season 3, Episode 1, Welcome to Rehab, I will rate this a B. Like, I seriously will rate this a B, just because they are back in stride again. Okay. Now, I have decided that these are going to be members and subscribers only in the chat. Okay. Okay. All right. So, and I want to let you all know that I have members. I have been talking to YouTube, and hopefully our membership notification will be fixed really, really soon. Okay. YouTube, y'all hear, Auntie? Okay. It still ain't fixed, and we need to go ahead on and get to work and get that fixed so that the members can be blessed. Okay. But anyway, y'all, let's get into it. So we open up this episode, honey, with the sisters. With Amy. Amy is showing us the baby. She is talking about life and how life has changed for her and all that kind of stuff. But she is still having to take care of her sister. She said that, basically everything is about baby Gage. And she, has an announcement that she needs to make to her YouTube subscribers. And so, she has her husband, okay, to get that iPad out, and she tells her subscribers that she has an announcement that she has to make. And that announcement is that Tammy is in rehab for food addiction, right? And so we like, okay, all right, then, woo-de-woo-de-woo. So we see Tammy living next door, and Tammy is preparing herself to go and have this, experience. She is on her oxygen tank. As we all know, last season, Tammy ended up catching the vid, okay, and she was on oxygen, and she indicated that was the reason why her ass was on oxygen. But come to find out that Tammy is basically, almost 2 tons of fun. And so, because of that, she's gained an enormous amount of weight. Like when I saw Tammy coming up out of there, I was just like, but Jesus, what in the hell is going on? Are you okay? Are you okay? Tammy is absolutely not okay. Bitch, I'm telling you, Tammy is bigger than I have ever seen Tammy. But she has made a decision. She said, I'm on oxygen and all that, and I have got to go and do something. She said, I woke up and was like, girl, you have got to get yourself together. And so she was like, I told my family that I needed to go to rehab. Tammy's got to go to rehab. And we say, yeah, yeah, yeah. Tammy's got to go to rehab. And we said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, Tammy's got to go to rehab. And we said, uh-huh, uh-huh. I heard y'all singing with me. I was like, what the fool la la. Now, Chris, the brother that was on there with them last year, y'all know that Chris had came over with the intention, according to him, to help Tammy with her process of losing weight and getting ready for the bariatric surgery. Well, Tammy did not make that because she was continuously adding on pounds and going from doctor to 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 doctor, and she wasn't changing. And so Chris said, you know what? I'm going to take advantage of this situation, and I am going to go and try to pursue it myself. So Chris had gotten down to the point where he had lost enough weight for him to go to get the bariatric surgery. But he said, okay, we know that Tammy and Chris both caught the vid together. Okay, so we did learn that last time. And so Chris goes back home. He says that he had to have emergency surgery because he had a boil by his toilet. Okay. And so as a result of that, Chris has now gained all that way back. Now we know that Chris had managed to get down into the 300s. And so the doctor was like, yes, Chris, I'm going to go ahead and hit you up with that surgery. But Chris is all the way back up, honey, to 420 pounds. Now, he brings his tail up over there to go and pick up Tammy and take Tammy to the rehab place. She wants to hold the baby and all that kind of stuff. She's saying that this is what she wants to do. So Chris takes her down there. As we all know, she was dating this gentleman last year by the name of Jerry. Now, allegedly, Jerry was already married. And Tammy came out to us and told us that she was pansexual. And so she said that pansexual means that she will date anybody. She will date a transgender. She will date someone who is lesbian or gay. She said it doesn't make a difference to her because she's pansexual. So that was the first time I ever heard of that. Okay. And so no judgment here. No judgment here. And so Chris, she was dating Jerry and everything. And they asked her, what made her break up with Jerry? And she said, I did not break up with Jerry. Jerry broke up with me. And so, I was a little, like, what, Tammy? What? Like, what, Tammy? So anyway, after that, Tammy and Chris are on their way to the rehab facility, and this is a facility for her to be able to manage her weight. Her doctor has informed her that she has to lose 100 pounds, and so she has decided to do that through this rehabilitation center. And so we just as happy as we could be, at least I was, that she was up in that mofo and that there was a possibility that she would lose 100 pounds. Because if you go on doctor now, as long as you under 500, he'd do the surgery, right? So that made her doctor now qualified if she could get that weight off of her. Now we don't know initially how much Tammy weighs because Tammy got up on the scale in the previews of the show, and the scale went up to 640 pounds. But we see Tammy saying that she's a difficult person. Chris was telling her be light on the gas and everything. We see her walking out to the car and everything, and she is huffing and puffing like I ain't never heard nobody huff and puff before in my life. Like even with a cotton freaking oxygen mask on her face, Tammy is huffing and puffing, and Chris was like, it's just so bad to see that she could barely even make it up in there. So when she was getting up in that truck and everything, up in that back of that van, and I was like, cool, googly, googly. I know the sharks up on that mofo is about to straight up die. They need to be stopping at the mileage shop, honey, every couple of miles. But Tammy was going up in that joint, she was like, you know what I'm saying? She was getting up in there. I said, go ahead on and wedge yourself up in there, honey, because we need you to go on to this doctor. We need you to go here get that rehab done. So anyway, she decides that she's gonna get in there, and her and Chris is talking and everything. And so she gets to the rehab center, and we don't know. Meantime, and in between time, Amy is at home, and she's indicating that she's happy that Tammy is gone. This gives her an opportunity to do some things for herself because Tammy had gotten so big that she was doing everything for Tammy. Like she was cooking for Tammy, she was washing Tammy's drawers, she was doing all kinds of stuff, for Tammy, mopping her floors, I'm sure cleaning her toilet and some more stuff. Like Tammy had gotten to the point where she wasn't able to do a damn thing for herself. And so Amy was like, I'm so glad that she going up out of this camp. At first I just was like, Amy just complains too much, and she does complain a lot, but the way that Tammy treats her, I see why she complained the way she do. But anyway, we'll get to that. So, Tammy just, she's at the rehab center, and we see her, sweating and everything, trying to do the interview. And she was like, I ain't getting enough oxygen up in my mask. I was like, God damn, how much oxygen do you need, young golly? Like you sucking all the air up out the mofo room. I don't even know how the producers in them was even, like talking to her, because she was just like, I said, good googity goo, Tammy is in worse shape. Please tell us how much Tammy weighs. So again, we go back to Amy. Amy is now going to an exercise class. I thought that was boring. That's what brought it down from an A to a B, because I thought that was boring. I don't want to see it. I don't mind seeing the baby. I don't mind seeing Mike. I don't mind seeing all of that. But I just don't want to see her exercising and doing nothing because she fake it. She said that after she had baby Gage that she lost 40 pounds. And I just was like, and so she said now she's at 360. And I was like, cool, googity goo. You mean to tell me she was 400 pounds having that baby? Like, did she have that joint in the aquarium? Like where did she have that baby at? Okay. So anyway, she said that she had lost 40 pounds. And she was happy that she had lost the 40 pounds and stuff. And she's still, trying to get the weight off and stuff like that. It's amazing to me how they be judging Tammy, and they all got their weight problems. Like, I mean, talk about the pot calling the kettle black, especially Chris, when he's sitting out there talking about he had a boil on his leg. And Amy was like, you mean to tell me that you allowed yourself to gain all that weight back and more? You had 420 pounds, and you jeopardizing your opportunity of getting a weight loss surgery over a boil. He was like, but it was by his groin and everything, so he couldn't walk around and all of that. Well, cut back. Tell the person that's feeding you to bring you a couple of beds of lettuce and some onions to sit up there and eat that joint. You know what I'm saying? Put mustard up on that joint for everything you eat, mustard and hot sauce, so it can continue to start. You can't tell people what to do, right? You can't, you can't. I'm a living witness that you cannot tell people what to do. So anyway, we go back to the rehab center, and we see Tammy working out and everything. And the physical therapist, they're in there and everything. She just has a very supportive team, and she said she had a supportive team. And so we see Tammy going in for her weigh-in, and I was like, oh my God, good. So Tammy had told us that she had gotten all the way up to 681.89 pounds, y'all. When we first met Tammy, Tammy wasn't that big. Tammy is at 689, I think it was 89 pounds. She ended up losing 60 pounds. And I think that she was like she was like 289 because she lost 59 pounds or something like that. So she like down at 631. Now the doctor had told Tammy that she needed to lose 100 pounds. Tammy only lost 60 pounds. But yet and still, Tammy tells them people that she need to get about that camp. That she finished and she done. She wants to go back with her family, and she thinks she can do this on her own. She complaining about the food and said that the food was bland, and it was a little bit. But she was saying that she was getting excellent care. And now all of a sudden, Tammy thinks that she could do this on her own. Bitch, they starved you up in there. They starved you and they made you exercise. And you didn't meet your goal. So how the hell you gonna make a decision, Tammy, that you going home? The daggone lady, the director of the facility was like, Tammy, I don't think that you really ready to go home. Are you sure this is what you want to do? And Tammy was like, yeah, I've seen what y'all did around here, so I could duplicate that. Bitch, if you could duplicate that, you wouldn't be 689, 631 pounds, Tammy. Like, damn, come on. You know daggone well you ain't ready to go home nowhere, no how, no way. Not today. Tammy, you're not even giving yourself an opportunity, young. I really think that the reason why Tammy coming home is for that little dude, BBW King, the guy that be on Instagram. I think that she messing around with him, and that's why she wanted to bring her fat ass home. Tammy, stay in it and give yourself an opportunity to live another year, boo. Let me tell you something. The last time you talked to the doctor, he said that you got 5 years if you don't get that weight off. Tammy, we is counting down. And the thing about it is, we come out here and we talk about them, but at the end of the day, we really do care about them. And we especially care about Tammy. I think Amy boring. And she tries to be funny, and her jokes ain't funny. They don't land right, right? She needs to sit down with a couple of comedians and get her comedic timing together because her jokes don't be funny. Y'all let me know down in the comment section whether or not y'all think that Tammy jokes be funny, but them jokes don't be landing or nothing. I mean, like they be straight hitting the ground like a rock. So anyway, Tammy was like, I can, the lady was like, I don't know whether or not you pass ordering out. And Tammy was like, I'm just going to order a hamburger. And so the lady was like, oh, so you now considering ordering out? Because, they teach you how not to order out and stuff like that. And so Tammy was like, I'm just going to have like a burger a day. A burger a day? What the do you need a burger a day? She said that when she was in a rehab joint, they was giving her one sandwich. She said when she be at home, she be eating four. And here it is, you only lost 60 pounds. She only been in there, 8 weeks or something like that. And you ready to come home? And the first thing you thinking about is ordering a cheeseburger or a hamburger? The lady was like, this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, Tammy. This is the kind of stuff that you're not supposed to have. And your mindset hasn't changed. You need to stay here a while so you can get past the desire to want to eat fast food out like that. But Tammy was like, no, I'm just going to have one hamburger per day. From where? Five Guys? Burger King? McDonald's? Where you going to have it from? Wendy's? You don't get it from Roy Rogers? How about Arby's? Where are you getting this cotton freaking burger from? You don't need a burger, Tammy. What the hell does she need a burger for? Boo, you full of beef. Excuse me, Lord. I didn't mean to say that. I did not mean to say that. I was not trying to imply that the girl is a cow. That's not what I was trying to do at all. I just was talking about like, how they say like red meat stay in your intestines longer than chicken and turkey and stuff like that. That's what I was saying. It came out wrong, right? So forgive me for that. Yeah, forgive me. So anyway, the lady was like, we can't make her stay up in here. She got her own free will and everything. And so, she makes a decision that she's going to call a family meeting. So they all come together, Chris, everybody come together. Man, when Amy said that she saw Chris come out that thing and she was like, Kristen gained some weight. Chris is fat. And the fatter he got, the fatter he has gotten, he looked just like Tammy. So, the whole family sitting around and everything because Tammy has an announcement that she's going to make. And, so she calls on Skype and everything. And they put her up on the screen. And she's still, on oxygen and everything, talk about she coming home. So Amy was like, did the rehab people want you to come home? And she was like, trying to evade the question. But eventually she had to say no. Hell no, them people did not think that Tammy was ready to go because she had not met her goal. And so, Amy was like, well, how much weight did you lose? She was like 59 pounds. And so Amy was like, you were supposed to lose 100. So, of course, when she calls her sister, she calls and be like, hey, bitch. I'm just like, okay, that's just so not cute. And so, ain't nothing they could do about it. So Amy was like, she told Chris, she said, Chris, you need to accidentally not come and get her. But I'm going to tell you what, she would Uber on an 18-wheeler, honey, before she would stay up in that joint. I never cotton freaking weed. She'd be sitting back there in the refrigerator section of the 18-wheeler, child. She'd be sitting up there on the back of a Family Dollar truck, bitch, trying to get home to some cotton freaking food and some freedom of food. Because we know daggone well she's not going to do what she's supposed to be doing. The bitch ain't gonna do it because if she was gonna do it, she would have done it. Every time she gives herself an advantage in some kind of way, she always find. Oh, wait a minute, hold on, y'all. Every time she gives herself an advantage, she always finds a way to give herself a daggone disadvantage. I just don't understand her mentality, her mindset, what she's thinking about. But anyway, so, Chris goes out there and picks her up and everything. But when Chris was riding over there, he was talking to her about Jerry and about the little boyfriend. But what he don't know is this mofo that's getting ready to come up into Tammy life is 10 times worse than Jerry. So Amy was saying that Jerry was a feeder, that he would like to sit around and feed Tammy, until she popped. And I'm just like, Tammy is not poppable right now. She's not a poppable. And I don't think that Jerry was a feeder. I think that Jerry just liked it. And she probably was giving him money and everything like that, help him support his alleged 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 kids. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why she slid up into the DMs and he slid up into her house and then slid into her bank account. That's what I think that Jerry was there to do. I don't think that Jerry was a feeder at all. So he just liked to eat his pork rinds and his ice cream and stuff like that, his Slim Jims. And he wanted to sit there and eat Tammy popcorn and, just sit around and chill and stuff like that. But I don't believe that I don't believe that he was a feeder. Y'all let me know down in the comments section, y'all, or what y'all think, that if whether or not Jerry was a feeder or not. I never saw him basically trying to feed her, Here's the thing. Tammy been fat since Tammy's been fat. Even when Tammy showed when she was in middle school and stuff like that, she was fat. You cannot blame Tammy's weight issues on Jerry. One man alone is not going to cause a woman to be 689 pounds. There's just no way in God's green earth. You've been eating like that. Amy was eating like that. Chris was eating like that. The mother was eating like that. All them bitches was eating like that. Okay, they all was eating. They all was eating. So you cannot sit there and blame Jerry for it. So we see, Tammy come home and everything, and Amy is like tired, done and through, because she did not want to be taking care of her sister anymore. She said she already got a baby, and now she got a 34, 35-year-old baby that she's got to take care of. And I just was like, she's sitting up there with that big goblet up underneath the bottom and everything, like she was losing so much weight and everything that the little fat, that was up underneath here just all came together to a peak, bitch. And it just was looking like an ice cream cone. Like her, the joint was looking like ice cream, and her head was the ice cream, and it just was sitting up on the cone like that. I just like was like, Tammy, give yourself a break, baby. Stay on up in there and at least till the ice cream go down. Let the cone go down and just put the ice cream in a cup, bitch. I mean, I just was. I just was tired and I was done and I was through with this. So anyway, I just was like, what in the hell is going on with this cockle-doodle-doo that's going on with Tammy? So anyway, I was like, I ain't gonna say nothing, I'm not gonna be judging. I don't want to be fat shaming or anything like that. I'm just telling y'all what happened and everything. And I'm just, giving a little satire, giving y'all my opinion, about it and everything, trying to make light of it so we can swallow it. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, Tammy is really, really big. And so, she gets home and everything, and now everybody got to rearrange their schedules in order to take care of Tammy again because she can't take nothing. So Chris and Amy, said that they want her to have a little bit of independence. So they brought her a little electric stove. They said because Tammy is so fat, she can't go up to the stove and, because she be turning knobs on and be about to burn herself. Bitch, can you imagine being that fat that when you reach your arm and you cook in your kitchen, that your belly is laying up there and it's a chance that you're going to burn yourself because your belly is smart enough to turn knobs? Like your belly been around long enough, honey, that it knows how to turn the stove on medium heat. Like who the hell stomach knows how to turn, to put the temperature just right to boil an egg or to fry a hamburger on the stove. Like this is what they saying. So they say, instead of her getting that, they're gonna go ahead on and just give her, a little plate and everything, And so Tammy was mad about it. She was like, I know I need them to come up over here and cook this food. I don't need no cotton freaking burner. But they was like, we need you to, Tammy, to have some kind of sense of independence. So we're not gonna come over there and have you in your stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like we're not gonna let you in your stomach regulate the stove anymore. We're gonna just go ahead and let your hands do the work, just in case something happened, or the temperature on the stove is incorrect because that day your stomach was empty and it just wasn't working the way that it usually works. Just the functionality of it all. And so, after that, she was all had an attitude and everything. So we see her sitting outside with her niece and everything. I guess this is Chris's daughter, one of her other sister's daughters, or somebody's daughter, child. And they was sitting out there and she was calling herself doing a YouTube video. In the meantime, and in between time, she gonna give Tammy a list of medications that she's supposed to have, and she's supposed to call in to the doctor. So, Tammy is in there, Amy is up in there cleaning and everything like that. And then she's got to stop and take time out of her life, her schedule, okay, to call Tammy's medicine in. But bitch, Tammy always talk about, I don't need you and I don't need this, and you a bitch this and you a bitch that. And then, but you got your sister Amy sitting up there calling in your prescription for you. How does that work? Riddle me that. Somebody help me understand that. Make that bitch make sense. And in the meantime, you outside burning up clothes for Jerry, burning up socks. He left his socks here, a t-shirt there. He ain't leave nothing valuable, honey. The socks that he had on probably was yours. And they sitting out there putting kerosene in the can and burning up the little bit of stuff that Jerry left. Who said that Jerry left that stuff? Did you not buy that stuff from the dollar store for Jerry? I see Jerry ain't leave no drawers. Probably would have been up in that joint sniffing them bitches. I can't with Tammy. So anyway, Tammy is, burning up the stuff. So Amy was like, hey, your doctor, I got your doctor on the phone about your medicine and all that kind of stuff. You need to, talk to your doctor real quick. And she was like, I can't. Don't, I'm doing a YouTube video. Tammy, who you talking to? Who you talking to? She sat there at the rehab center and said that the reason why she wanted to come home was because she missed her family. And then she come home to her family and treat them like crap. She's standing out there biting. And I mean, when I say biting, I'm talking about biting down to a nub, the hand that's feeding her, the hand that's wiping her, the hand that's taking care of her, the hand that's cleaning her house, the hand that's washing her drawers, the hand that's doing everything. You sitting out there biting that. This is what Tammy is doing. I don't have an understanding of people who do not have a sense of being grateful for what a mofo do for you, because people ain't got to do nothing. I can't do it, bitch. You go and do it. Is this the doctor? Is this my medicine? You got the list. Just call us in. Like, who talks to somebody like that? Because you're doing a YouTube video. And then the thing about it, you're supposed to be the one that's out there burning Jerry's stuff, but your niece burning it because you can't even get up from the table. You sitting there with a cotton freaking oxygen thing sitting there. And that motherfucker was running by electric, on a charge. And you sitting outside in the hot ass sun doing a YouTube video burning up your old boyfriend stuff. So that's your priority, Tammy? You should have stayed in rehab. Matter of fact, you need to go to a doctor where they're dealing with your personality, because you screwed up. You don't understand the sense of family and people not having to take care of you. Ain't nobody got to do jack for you, Tammy. Next thing you know, you see Tammy interrupt on her cell phone. I guess she had to talk to the doctor. But you grown. You good and damn grown. Now, this is what makes me say, Amy, don't do nothing for her. I see why you complaining. I see why you want to move out and separate from your sister, because this is the thank you that you get. This the thank you that you're getting from her. This is all kinds of jacked up, screwed up, tied up, tangled up. Because this is the kind of person that Tammy is. Tammy thinks somebody owe her something. Don't nobody owe Tammy nothing. Chris gonna sit up there and tell Tammy, after Tammy gets out of there, this ain't no BS. You gonna have to be serious. We're gonna put some rules in place. I said, Chris, shut up. Chris, you may not be 689 pounds, but you damn sure 420. And you don't have a room to say anything. All that weight that you lost, first of all, you used your sister's fame and notoriety in order to even get with the doctor to get your surgery. And you didn't even appreciate it enough to keep the weight off. You talking about you had to have emergency surgery when you had a bull, and you said the bull was as big as a cantaloupe. Bitch, you knew when the bull was there when it was as big as a grape. Talking about he keep having yeast infections and all of that kind of stuff. The hell is going on with his stank ass? But you got the nerve to be over there talk about somebody in some BS and this is BS and we got to put some rules in place and wooty wooty woo. Shut up, Chris. You was supposed to be the standout star, the fan favorite. Everybody liked you, but still, yet you couldn't get the weight off of you and keep it off your ass either. You talking about you was doing all of this for your kids. Okay, so what about the kids now? So you laying up in bed, you got a big ass ball in between your leg, and you got the nerve to be talking about somebody else. Just keep on being the guy to drive the van. How about you do that? And then where was you? Because as soon as you started losing weight, you start pointing your finger down at Tammy. Okay, you was pointing your finger at Tammy, nana boo boo, and at Tammy. You was supposed to have been over there to help her, but you was over there cussing her out. Now I know she's a nasty somebody. She's a nasty somebody. Oh, she's nasty. Tammy is nasty out the mouth. She's flippant. She's disrespectful. She's rude AF. Like, she is rude as hell. So anyway, they decide that, they're going to come on in the house and they're going to talk to Amy and Tammy together. And Amy was sitting up in there Tammy was sitting up there disrespecting Amy, and Amy laughed. Amy said she don't want her keep calling her dumb. Call her dumb. Tammy kept saying it. Amy said, I told you 3 times. She got up and left. The producers asked Tammy, Tammy, how do you feel about what your sister said? She said, I don't have no kind of feeling towards it. Nasty, nasty. Tammy, let me tell you something, honey. You never gonna get ahead. You never going to change the way that you are being nasty to other people. She said that she want to be in a relationship with somebody and all this so kind of dumb stuff, right? She want to be in a relationship, and she said, she nasty and stuff until, but if they could get past the layer, then, the men don't regret being with her. You mean using your money, Tammy? Because that's all you got to offer them. Let's just go ahead on and keep it a buck 150, boo. Ain't no way in the world a mofo is in love with you. Your brother told you the truth. These men that's in love with you or say they in love with you, these is fetishes. They fetishes, boo. Because you can't receive love not giving out love. It ain't gonna work. And you nasty to the person that's helping you. I'm excited about this season, though. I'm so excited about this season. I'm glad that we are back, y'all. Oh my God. Like, this is going, I think, take us through Christmas, y'all. We're going to have a great time. I'm so excited about doing this. It's a relief just to be doing something different. Y'all let me know. Again, these recordings for this particular series, 1,000 Pound Sisters, will be for members and subscribers. So if you would love to be in the chat, and we would love to have you in the chat, hit that subscribe button, join the family, be ready next week, okay, as we talk about these mofos. Don't forget that we still got my 600 pound life that's coming up. Those are, I'm doing those on every Thursday. I'm doing my 600 pound life. The family Chantel will be up tomorrow. We'll be joining each other tomorrow and doing that. Next Friday, I will be starting. I guess I'll be doing Love After Lockup, but I'm also going to be trying to do what's the name of the damn show? I got it right on the tip of my tongue and in my thoughts. 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. It's some crap. It came on last week. I'll combine episode 1 and 2 together because one was just showing the people. But anyway, yes, Married at First Sight. But anyway, I'm happy about this show. So I love you all to pieces. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Beverly, for the super chat. I love you all to pieces. Thank you, moderators. I love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Good night, everybody. Please be safe and be happy.